What's going on, everyone? It's Corey here from the Breakevens, giving you my round 7 review. What a week it was, but before I get into that, let's go through the socials. So don't forget, you can find us on Twitter at BreakevensPod, on the road to 500 followers. We're at 439, I believe, so we're 61 away. So make sure you go over there and follow us for all our updates and all the new news that comes out. And on YouTube, you can find us at the Breakevens. That's where we've got our YouTube videos, our podcast, my review, and all of our YouTube shorts. We've gone crazy with the YouTube shorts, so make sure you go and check all of those out. And also, brand new, we got a Facebook page. So if you search the Breakevens Pod on Facebook, you will see our logo there. Make sure you give us a like and a follow. We've done that, so it's just easier for you guys to be able to connect with us and identify us as a whole and our content. Usually it's just been me on Facebook. So now we've got the Breakevens Pod page, so make sure you go give that a like and a follow. So with that done and out of the way, let's get into how my team went this week. Alright, so as you can see, I said my team did pretty well, and with a score of 2,518, it did pretty well. So as you can see, 904th for the round, which is awesome. Season rank jump of 2,525, and I'm now top 2k in Supercoach, the highest I've been since the round 1 a couple of years ago when I was 118th in round 1, and I finished top 5k that year. So it was a bit downhill from round 1, but hopefully I keep going up and up and up this season. And also, if you can see there, my tips, second time in 3 weeks, I've got 9 out of 9. It says 11 there because you get an extra 2 points for getting 9 correct. So pretty happy. And we don't look at the draft because my draft team this year hasn't been great, but super happy with how my classic team went. So let's see how the players actually scored. Alright, so this is how the team performed. So let's start off in defense. Dawson 122, very happy. Nick Dacos only an 81, very wet conditions, and a tag. So it was always going to be a lower score. We'll take an 80 though. Stewart 99, the way he started could have been a lot worse, so I'll definitely take that. Zeeble went huge, 179. I think he had like 9 or 10 kick-ins, so that helped him. Connor McKenna disappointed with a 46, especially with Rich and Zorko out. Chincotta great with 70, and Mitchell on the bench with a 54 was not needed. Midfield, Bond 164, had the captain on him, but as you can see, I loopholed Clary's 136, which I think most people would have done. 136 is a great captain score, but just a shame we only had a couple, I think it was about 20 minutes to think about what to do there. So I took it as quickly as possible, missed out on some points, but good on Bond for 164. Petrarca, the man I brought in, 122, very happy. Rory Laird just snuck into 102. Josh Dunkley went big with a 149. Will Day only an 84. Want a little bit more from Will Day. Jacob Hopper 111. Very happy with that. And Ashcroft had his worst game for the season with a 37. And none of my bench players played, which isn't great, but that's going to change this week. As we move to the rucks, Tim English 124. Very happy with that score, and obviously I loopholed Madden, so that Marshall 107 came on. Didn't play the last quarter due to a rolled ankle. Ross Linus came out and said he's fine to play this week. They were up by about 30 points, so they decided they were good enough and just gave him a bit of a rest, but happy with that anyway. Tim Taranto 118, very happy with that. A lot of people chucked the VC on him. Good score, but not what I would have wanted as a VC. Connor Rosie snuck in 104. Errol, the golden child, 156, went absolutely bonkers. Harry Sheasel, the big Cheesel, 110, looking like a keeper for us at the moment. Cade Chandler, 57, his lowest score at the MCG. I think he averages 90 at the MCG before that game, so down on his standards. And big Samson Ryan, I was unsure how it would go this week, fielding him, being forced to field him, but he turned up. Absolutely ecstatic over that, and none of my players there played. So obviously there's a rookie problem there, but the way my team is at the moment, I'm pretty happy. So let's get into my trades for this week. All right, as you can see here, I'm using 3 trades this week, which means I'm using my last boost, which is not ideal, seen at round 9. 2 of those boosts were aggressive trades. One was to get Darcy Cameron, which was the week he got injured, so that was a waste. But the other one was to get Clary into my side when he was a bit cheaper. So I decided to do that. So I've wasted my 5 trades, but it's going to help with my trade in cadence, which is very important at the moment. So McKenna out, probably has a little bit more money to make, but 47 last week did not help. Ralston hasn't played, and Fahy looks to be playing this week, possibly, so he's not going to get a game. And Lockie Cowan looks like Chincotta has his spot there, so apart from any injuries, it's probably not going to get a game for a little bit. So let's see who I'm trading in. I had a few options in defence for the Primo. I was looking at Will Powell, and I was actually looking at maybe swapping Day into defence and getting a midfielder, but I wasn't super stoked on the midfielder position. So I've gone with a defender, and that is Jack Sinclair. If you've listened to the podcast, or if you're watching this before the podcast, I spoke about Jack Sinclair and how he's been the most consistent out of the potential trade-in targets for this week, the value options anyway, averaging 100. And with Jack still back, I think he has a chance to go back to the way he was last year. So I've gone to chuck him in. Will Powell is that pod selection, but Jack Sinclair for me will be coming in. Now, obviously, 2 players, 250,600 is not great, which means I have to get 2 rookies. The first one is in defence. Funny enough, he plays with Seamus Mitchell. If this loads, and that is Josh Weddle at 130k. Reason I've done this is because I want players who I want to at least one bench option in each row at the moment, which I haven't had. Last week I had Mitchell, yes, but Cowan, who didn't play, which isn't too bad, but now I've got Weddle in. None of my midfields played, Ralston, Chesser and Constable. It looks like not Constable, Chesser could be back this week. So I've got one playing there, and with Roberts and Sturt in my forward line. Obviously, I need a mid forward, which will lead into my third trade in, which once this clears is a risky one, seeing he's only played 1 game, but I think he can hold his spot, and that's Blake Drury. So he'll go in there. So just to recap, McKenna, Ralston, Cowan out for Sinclair, Drury and Weddle. Now that that's all loaded, I'm going to complete these trades and show you how I'm looking to line up for round 9. All right, so this is how my team is looking to line up going into this week. I'm going VC on Clary and then into Bont. It's pretty hard not to go them 2 at the moment. Have a look here when they play, because I think it's going to be a tight VC and loophole option there. 4:35 and 7:30. So yeah, it's going to be a tight one there. I'm hoping to be able to do it if needed. I'll probably look halfway through the last quarter how it's going, then make a decision then. So hopefully Chloe doesn't go nuts in the last 10 minutes of the game, and if he's looking a bit low. So that's what I'm thinking. Obviously, you can see Sam Sturt on field for Samson Ryan. I'm hoping Sturt isn't named. I don't think he will be. So with Richmond playing on on Friday night, I'm hoping to see how Ryan goes. If he scores a 60 to 65 plus, it'll be a straight loophole in that forward line there. And apart from that, that's basically it for my team going into round 9. And that's going to do us for today. So thank you for watching. This will be a YouTube exclusive video. So don't forget to hit us up on our socials on Twitter at BreakevensPod. On the road to 500 followers over there. So make sure you give us a follow to keep up with all of our content. And of course on YouTube where you're watching this, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. On the road to 200 subscribers. So make sure you click that to keep up with all of our videos. And don't forget, we are on Facebook now as well. So on Facebook, you search the Breakevens Pod. Our page will come up. Give us a like and a follow, and everything will be posted over there as well. So look out for our podcast coming later tonight. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, it's bye for now.